This is a HeadGum podcast.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a wonderful evening.
It's a wonderful evening, and it looks beautiful outside.
It really does. It's a good day.
It's a great
I actually found
day.
parking in front of your apartment building, first time ever.
Really? Is it nice?
Yeah.
It's a nice spot?
I just went right in. Yeah. You know when we went to go see Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yeah.
I came back and they were about to tow my car away.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because I was too busy in the
Or you
moment with
forgot.
other stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Like
was-
your car being towed almost?
No, like other stuff was happening. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny as fuck. It was like as soon as I got there, like they were about to roll it on. And I was like, oh no.
Fuck, I didn't
Yeah.
know.
I wasn't upset though because like if they had got me, I guess I would have been upset. If I had to, because right, if they take your car in, like it gets a boot on it, right?
Well, it depends. They can either do the boot or they can tow you to a impound lot.
And you got to pay like $500 to get it
something
out.
like that.
Man, I just parked in the wrong spot and went to see a movie.
I know, man.
But
that's how the
there's
city
traffic
makes
right
money,
there.
though. The city makes a lot of money that way.
Honestly, though.
Like a lot of people break that rule, and then it sucks. It does suck. Have you ever had your car towed?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
no.
so that was the
that's
closest.
that's the closest I've ever
I've
got.
actually never had my car towed, but my ex's car was towed.
so you had to go deal with it.
Yeah.
Man, being in relationships suck. I've
Ah,
been
it
thinking
totally
about that a
does.
lot lately. So I was playing Grand Theft Auto today with my friends. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
You can answer it.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Never mind. So I was playing Grand Theft Auto today, and my friend, he was playing, he had a knife, and I was like, you really just like, who uses the knife on Grand Theft Auto?
I mean, if you're a real bad motherfucker, you use the knife.
Then he started stabbing people, right? And I was just like, oh man, that's funny. And I was like, if in real life somebody started doing this with my friends, I would just run the fuck away.
Yeah, you wouldn't stand around.
But like, if I'm with somebody and she's like, oh, I fell, or I can't run the fastest, then he's gonna start stabbing her.
Yeah.
And then I gotta like fight.
Yeah. You could run away too, but then you'd have to either maybe deal with the consequences, which would be either that person dies and that would be on you because you could have saved that person, or that person lives and they never forget that you ran
away. I know. Either way, you're fucked.
But I mean,
Either
if
way,
you try to save them, you could die yourself.
Exactly. Either way, if you are with someone else, if you love somebody, either way, you dying.
Yeah.
Either way, you're gonna get stabbed.
I mean, the thing is like, unfortunately, in that situation, if you want to come out the hero, the good guy, you're probably gonna have to die.
You're gonna have to die, and that's why we love dead people.
But you know what's interesting? Like, I would probably prefer to be killed by a burglar protecting my friend or girlfriend or family member than like have a fucking really embarrassing heart attack on the toilet.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean?
True.
Because like we all die, right? So
we
it's
all
like,
gotta die eventually.
We gotta think of like what's the best way. Obviously, the best way is in your sleep,
Start
right?
thinking about that right now. You're
Everyone,
gonna die.
we're gonna take a second. In fact, let's take a second here to think about. I'll set the tone here. Let's take a second and think about what would be your ideal way to die.
So,
Close your eyes.
I was taking a walk in a park. I was with my aides. And a man came up. He shot me. I said, oh God. And that's how Gandhi died. Man, that really took me somewhere.
You getting the new iPhone, Will?
Actually, I absolutely do want one.
Which one do you want?
I want to get the...
Oh, by the way, guest host William Haynes is on the
Hi,
show.
I'm William Haynes.
Guest host William Haynes, because Mike Falzone is in Canada.
You have the best things in your house, Steve. I just got to let you know that.
I surround
gotta let
myself
you know
with things
that.
that make me happy, Will.
I know, because you kind of messed up a little bit, so you kind of need these things.
Yeah.
Yes, and you got a lot of really nice things around you. I appreciate it.
You know, I was watching the video of that guy. You know, I wouldn't be able to do it justice if I just played it here, but you guys might have seen. How the fuck am I gonna find it?
At Mr. William Haynes on Twitter. At
That's
William
how I
Haynes
find
on
it.
Instagram.
Yep, that's how I find
Yeah,
it.
that's how you find it.
No, hang on. Let me see if I can find the video. It's this guy, and he's playing, and
Lovely Jules.
he's playing with the lovely Jules. He's playing Flappy Bird. No, he's playing on a what's it called? An American. Fuck.
American Dream.
Hold on. California's Gold.
Man, life is crazy, and the things that you focus on, you'll get eventually.
Here it is. I found it.
Yeah.
So it's a video
took me
from.
somewhere.
Do you remember California's Gold with Huell Hauser? Well,
not at all. What is that?
it's okay. It was a show with this guy named Huell Hauser, and he'd go around and he'd talk like this. He'd say, "Wow, that's amazing! Welcome to California's Gold. Today we're gonna go to a pebble farm." Now,
how's he
what's the
dressed?
He dresses like
Overalls?
he wears like button-up, like dress shirts. Sometimes those Italian dad button-up shirts, like Hawaiian shirts. Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And he just looks like he's no hat.
No hat. Okay.
Gray hair. And dude, oh man, you got to look up California's Gold.
Okay, I need to know about
Like,
this.
you need to look up old episodes. I don't know if they're on Hulu or Netflix, maybe, but this guy Huell Hauser was just the most chill dude ever. He would literally go, like, every episode was about him going to some new place in California and just like talking to someone about where we're at and what do you do. And I swear to God, one of them is like he goes to a pebble farm. And he's like, "Now, what is a pebble farm?" "Well, we're going to go check it out."
And that's real?
Yeah. And he'll be like, "Okay, well, tell me about a pebble farm." And this guy will be like, "Well, I've been, working on my pebble farm since I was a kid. Basically, we've got every type of pebble you can think of. Granite, we got obsidian. We got, like," and basically Huell Hauser, like, no matter what it was, he would make it incredibly interesting. He'd be like, "Wow.
Oh, that's possible.
That's amazing.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Everything can be interesting."
Dude, and he made it so wholesome and good and fun. Like, you could watch episodes of California's Gold and just instantly feel good. Like,
that's great.
I would pair California's Gold with
Bob
Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I watch Bob Ross all the time.
it's so soothing,
Yeah,
right?
it's so soothing, and it really is creation in its purest form.
Yeah.
I really don't want to believe that writer's block is real. I feel like as humans, we naturally have the ability to create, and there's just sometimes we don't need to.
It could be a procrastination.
Yeah, procrastination.
thing.
If you have a specific reason you want to do it, you just don't want to do it. But we can always do something. But I think when you watch Bob Ross, you can see it shows you what it's like to really look at your art and from nothing to something. From nothing to something. And he feels that.
I got bit by something when I was in Austin.
Yeah.
And there are 2 bumps on my foot.
Yeah.
And they itch.
Yeah.
And they're pretty close to each other. And you know what? I don't know what it is, but it still itches. It's still red. It's still raised. And I do a move which I like to call the crescent moon, which is, Will, you've had a bug bite.
Well,
You ever been bit by a spider?
the other day I was taking photos deep inside the park, and I made the mistake of going back home and getting inside my bed. All night I itched and scratched. I had to throw out those sheets. I was being bit by something. My arm still has 3 holes in it.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
And when you threw out your sheets, did it go away?
Oh, wait, no, I didn't throw them out. I just watched them. But it did go away. Yeah.
Well, you think you brought something home from the park?
I think I did.
You ever been bit by one bug and you've got one bump on you
Yeah, man.
and it itches?
Yeah.
You ever do, this is what I like to do. I do the crescent moon,
Okay.
which is you get your fingernail
Yeah.
and you find the source. You find the hole that you were bit in,
Yeah.
and then you take your fingernail and you just gently push down onto the hole with your fingernail and create a crescent moon
Yeah. Yeah.
shape
Wow.
right on the hole, and it feels so good.
Fuck.
I'm gonna do it right now, okay?
Shit.
Oh,
Steve. Steve.
So anyway, Huell Hauser is a fucking hilarious.
He's a great guy.
He's amazing.
Man, that was a vibe of zone, wasn't it? Sometimes I'd be going there. Yeah.
So let me tell you a little bit about this video I'm talking about.
Okay.
And let's talk a little bit about happiness and surrounding yourself with things that make you happy.
I'm very down to.
If you look for YouTube, if you type into YouTube, very unusual instrument, you'll find a clip which features Huell Hauser. It's from California's Gold, and he visited a man named Joe Ronaldo, who owns quite possibly one of the coolest instruments I've ever seen in my life and ever heard in my life, and I've always been fascinated with them. And here's just an example of what that sounds like. Now, I'm only giving you half of the experience because seeing how this instrument is operated is like almost 70% of what makes this so amazing.
Okay.
But
is
the
this
music,
something you want?
This is something I want. This is something I want so bad. And here it is. And you'll be able to hear Huell in the very beginning. But here it is. Here's the video with the instrument.
Hit it, Joe.
This is purely wacky.
It's the wackiest.
Like, if your son has this and he's practicing, it's terrible. I have to see what this looks like.
Basically, what you're seeing is an old man sitting at what looks like a giant piano, but it's like a contraption that is like...
Can I come over there and look?
Yeah, come over here. Here. Oh, no. Now we're getting... There you go. Okay, so here, I'll keep playing it.
Oh, wow. I like that you have to pull that down. This is beautiful.
This is just
so he's doing all the sounds.
He's doing all the sounds. Well, except the piano is playing
by itself.
It's a player piano, yeah.
But he's pulling all these like.
But he's pulling levers and hitting switch, and there's a horn he's honking.
You know, this is what I imagine is inside Club 33 at Disneyland.
Dude, there is actually one of these at Disneyland. This particular instrument is called an American. What is it called?
It's definitely
American Photo Player.
American Photo Player. It's pretty cool. I dig it.
It's kind of like one of the earliest player. Like you've seen a player piano.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are really cool.
Those are very cool. This is
You know who's like you inside their house? They have a bunch of cool stuff.
Who?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Really? He's got cool stuff?
He's like there's this show on the internet. It's like 73 questions or whatever, and it has Neil Patrick Harris on it. And they go through his house and all his stuff. He has like a talking parrot and a player piano.
No way.
Yeah, it's really
I want
cool.
a player piano so bad.
Yeah.
Fucking Delman and Lee have a player piano.
Yeah, do that? Yeah.
They totally do.
Isn't that the Show Me the Cops piano?
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
It is the Show Me the Cops. Yeah. But.
Yeah.
Dude, I want one so bad.
You should get it.
They're just the problem is that not only are they like impossibly expensive.
Of course. And it's huge.
It's a huge piece of equipment. And not only that, if you find one in working condition, most of the time it's going to be like either from a museum or someone's private collection and you'll never get it.
Yeah.
You
And
could
it's got to be lubed
one
up.
that's like in disrepair.
Yeah.
But like, fuck, man, I wouldn't even know where to begin to repair something like that.
I need to someday. I hope to have enough money that you could just build whatever you want. You need to become an Imagineer.
I mean, the thing is you can. So I've been looking into busker. What are they called? Busker machines. And they're basically those, like, you've seen the cartoons where the guy, like, is turning a crank and there's a monkey dancing with the guy and it'll play, like, little calliope music out of it, like, or whatever. So there's busker organ. That's what it's called.
Busker organ. Okay.
And I've looked into, like, getting one, and there are people in Europe that will build custom busker organs for you and then either send you a complete busker organ or send you pieces of a busker organ and you put it together.
Get it.
I've always wanted one, but it's hard to find them because a lot of them are like mail order guides and like old emails from like fucking AOL days. And
I'm in so much support of you getting all these things. Usually I would tell people like don't like try to use external sources to like fulfill yourself, but all the things that you search for are so uniquely you. I really appreciate it. That's you in instrument form.
I really do keep things that make me happy around. Like mostly the things that you see around are things that make me happy.
I think that's a smart way to live.
I really want one. I have this fun idea of like going on tour with something like that.
Oh yeah.
With
If you come out with that, if you're doing like an Elton John show and the piano is turning, but you're on
right and pulling cranks and stuff. I mean, dude, this guy. If you watch this video, very unusual instrument.
Yeah.
You'll basically see what I want to be as an old man.
Yeah, it's a piano, like a grand piano, but it has a bunch of levers that make interesting sounds. I'm in support of that 100%.
There's also this one I found the other day, this video. This guy, he plays a Michael Jackson song on a barrel organ, which is basically kind of like a bigger, it's in between the American photo player and a busker organ, so it's like a little bit bigger, like almost like those popcorn machines you see at Disneyland. But listen to this fucking thing. This is, I mean, you recognize the song, right, Will? Yeah. So, but this is basically a guy rolling like a piece of paper with holes in it.
Yeah. Is he blowing into it?
No, he's just turning a wheel, and there's just like 1,000 pipes on the front of this thing, and it's just playing.
Doing the air. Okay, now
Dude,
I gotta look at this.
you gotta come look at this, because in this video you can find, I tweeted it out a while ago, but you can find it by typing in "a man plays smooth criminal on a barrel organ in a woodpile."
Yeah.
But it's basically like the earliest form of MIDI.
Yeah, the earliest form of MIDI. It really is.
But watch how fucking crazy this
MIDI
gets.
too.
Look at how much this guy is into it too.
Technically, all he has to do is turn that thing.
That's all he's doing. But he's actually pulling little levers too. I think it's like opening and closing certain pipes. Dude, but this thing gets crazy. Watch this. Look at the front of it. See all the pipes?
Yeah, it looks like an organ.
Yeah.
I'm so down for it.
Okay, watch this.
Yeah, it look the lines on there look like when you're playing a instrument digitally.
Let's check out this part. Here we go.
So what? This is like the bass notes, like the drum.
This is just every note you're hearing. These long.
This is very similar to what it's like making music.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These are waveforms.
Oh yeah. Basically.
Yeah, I can read that.
This big hole is gonna be like.
What's that supposed to be?
It's supposed to be like fucking parts of the song that are going nuts.
This is really cool. Yeah, he is passionate about it. Thank you to whoever put the
motion stabilization.
on this.
Yeah. Anyway, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But I've always wanted one. I want a busker organ eventually. That's kind of like my next project. I feel like, whether I have to build it or buy it or whatever.
I think I broke your mic. It's stuck in between this.
You got it, man. Just go ahead and give it some ganas. There you go. You got it.
I'm in support of you getting that, Steve.
Thanks, Will. I really want it.
Anything you want to have. Is that the little boy from Stranger Things?
On my wall? He's actually the kid from Stranger Things, Strangers of Things, Strangers with Candy, from the movie It.
Oh yeah, I still
it's
haven't
that
seen
kid
that movie.
who's
Yeah.
in It. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play for you also a little bit of Huell Hauser, just so you can get. You can get Huell Hauser, some of Huell Hauser. Here we go. This is a best of Huell Hauser tribute.
Now we're in for a treat. This is magical. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. What's going on over here, Mom? Look at that thing. Boy, this thing moved. Wait a minute. Look at this.
He just went up to a guy eating. He went up to a guy eating a hamburger and said, "Wait a minute. Look at this."
Look, it's his hamburger.
Yeah, that guy's hamburger that he's eating.
Waterfalls. I know everybody at home now is just glued to the television set. What's the big deal out of me just stepping right
Well, it's not a legal entry point into Mexico, and technically it's a violation of going to Mexico not through an entry point that's authorized.
Am I in Mexico now?
Well, we need to get you back, but yes.
What really caught my attention was the huge, beautiful outdoor pool. Oh, there's Neptune over there. This pool.
Yeah, he's just excited about
Wow.
everything. This is apparently the best Huelhauser quote.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't exactly the way I thought we were going to be starting off this adventure, but here I am standing on top of a big old pile of, well, this is horse manure, and there's a whole field
Well,
piled high with horse manure. Tosh, tell us what in the world we're looking at out there. Why did you bring us down here to all this manure?
all this manure. Yeah, as soon as he speaks, his voice is embedded into whoever's listening.
He's so wonderful. He was a treasure. He passed away.
Oh, it seems like it.
Yeah, he's an old man. He died.
Yeah.
He died alone.
I like the way he speaks. People appreciate people who, when they speak, they don't sound like they're thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
I always have an appreciation for people like that.
yeah, let just speak.
I have an appreciation for Mike Falzone's ability to like talk to an audience.
Yeah.
When he does his stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
he's very eloquent.
He's the crowd work
He really,
master.
yeah, he knows how to work a crowd very well.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Work a
But
crowd, work
proud.
your wife, anybody.
I'm more proud than jealous.
more proud than jealous.
Yeah, but I'm definitely a little jealous.
I really should like work on stand up, but I don't know why I never did. Yeah.
Listen, man, you're still young. You got a lot of
I
time.
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about the iPhone, the new iPhone.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So, are you gonna get the new iPhone, and which one are you gonna get?
I believe I really didn't look into it. I really just
You
asked,
haven't looked into it.
But I asked my friend a few questions about him, and I think the one I want to get is the X.
Yeah, everyone wants the X.
Which one are you getting?
Well, I'm getting the 8, and in fact, it's gonna be delivered right here any minute now.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna knock on my door, and I'm gonna have to sign. for
Wait.
it.
Do you can already get the new phone?
You can get the new 8, but not the X. The X
Oh.
doesn't become available to pre-order until like November.
Why? Is it super doper?
Yeah, it's like, well, first of all, it's a $1,000 phone.
Uh-huh.
Like the base, the lowest one you can get is $1,000.
Yeah.
So let's think about that for a second. Is it the world's first $1,000 phone?
That is trying to be commercially sold. Yeah.
It might be, right?
And if you had asked somebody about this back in 2007, like, dude, this phone is going to be $1,000. Yeah, right.
You'd be like, does it blow me?
Does it blow me? Can I play Snake on that bitch? No, and this is really $1,000. I want it, though.
It's actually $1,000. I did some research, and you know, I thought about getting the X, and I like really want the X, but there's a couple of problems with it that I see just for my personal taste.
Like what?
So the whole thing is a screen, right?
Oh yeah, there's no buttons on it.
There's
now.
no buttons. The whole thing is a
Yeah,
screen.
I'm really not into the whole face detection thing.
It's like whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm not into it. I don't want to have to like hold it up to my face.
And it feels too personal.
And like
it's
I
too
don't
personal.
know. I don't think it. And I feel like, am I gonna rely on that to be the only way to get into my phone?
I feel like I'm gonna have to go back to the lock code because, like, I just don't want to scan my face onto.
But it doesn't
this.
even have like a button to like access the lock code. I don't.
Wait,
think.
so you have to do
I
it
think
that
it's
way.
I think it's a completely buttonless, unless there's maybe just one at the top or something. But,
That's
that's not even my biggest issue. I actually find the fact that it doesn't have a button a little weird, but that's probably going to be the future of phones.
It makes me feel out of power.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just so used to button. We're a button age.
Yeah,
We're from the button
Yeah,
age.
I'm working on this project for a minute, and it's not to give too much about it, but the world I'm trying to build in it is called Analog Future. And it's more like it's and I really like the way that people. You remember how Alien, perfect example.
Yeah.
This is a '70s version of the future. Like this is what they
Yeah.
really thought we would have all of these like analog things in the future.
Yeah,
But
and there'd still be computers everywhere.
Yeah. But the future isn't like that. But for my project, I want it to feel like the 50s, 60s versions of the future
Cool.
where there were still dials and like I don't want to say Doctor Who-y, but you know how like Doctor Who is like he doesn't have a computer, but he's like,
No.
I got to turn this knob right now.
Yeah, and there's like levers
and
and
levers.
stuff.
Yeah. That's what I've been working on.
I've always liked that vision of the future. Like Walt Disney's vision of the future was always like fascinating and cool looking.
Obviously, I've been looking into that a whole bunch lately. Like the House of the Future
Yeah,
isn't
man.
there anymore.
No.
I've just been watching like they have the recreations on the internet, and it's okay. But like it's because that we surpassed what they thought.
Yeah,
the
we really
future
have.
Was.
But it was cool ideas.
Yeah,
it was definitely cool ideas.
I would really love to bring that back. If in my lifetime at some point they contacted me or we contacted each other and they were like, you can build a new house of the future, what people in 2043 look like, the house of the future. No longer do you have a refrigerator. Your food comes out. Give me 30 years. All right. We're gonna go in. We're gonna get the diamonds. Crystalia. We're gonna get the princess. We're gonna save her. And if I don't do it, I'm not Sergeant Paul de Valacem.
I've always wanted to live in a house that's like
about to go there.
I have always wanted to live in a house where you can like push a button and like the toaster comes out of the wall or something.
Here's my vision of the future. I don't like what they like. We try to like have computers create things through like the projection. I want real things to happen. So the future to me,
you still want things to be touched. You want to feel things and touch
things are happening. It's not I put zero work into things happen. Like I want you to still be able to like to turn something to create energy to create the thing you have.
You want physics involved in your technology.
in that verge of the future.
I think it's not going to happen though. I think we're heading towards a touch only future.
We seem to believe that like the less work I'm doing, the better. But it's like once we're no longer doing any work, then what is the point of our bodies? And you have a lot of like scientists going off about this shit now, but like that's going to become a legitimate issue for the people of the future.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like you have to be putting an effort to get effort back into you.
Well, I do think that the new no button iPhone is really kind of like where our handheld devices are going. Like I think whether we want it or not, I feel like we're just being forced into this new kind of like touch screen thing where it's only touch screens.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. I'm down with the projections inside the phones because like we've done a lot. Like if you ask any normal person, they'll be like, "Oh man, in the past 5 years we've created so much technologically," but a lot of it is inside like the projection and phones. Like we really haven't done anything to real life, which I really appreciate.
Sure.
Like but the phone, like it goes far, and our digital graphics inside of our TV, those are changing a lot.
Yeah, I mean
that's
the
good.
phone. I look at the phone. My phone is more of like a business tool,
exactly,
than like a recreational.
Same. And the life that we live here in Los Angeles, where we're like like auteur, content creators, filmmakers, whatever you may be, it's good to have the most technologically advanced.
Yeah, I mean I can make music. I made a Benjamin Franklin time traveler music on my fucking iPad.
Basically
and
a computer. I love computers.
Film vlogs and shit.
I'm kind of sad that the age of the computer is going away. Like, definitely young kids today do not sit at a desktop. No. They're all in the phone.
They're like at a coffee shop or
And my generation was all about computers. Like, we were the first ones to be like, oh yeah, I have a computer in my house.
And being stuck in your room at a computer.
Yeah, but now kids are on the phone. You can take that anywhere. So
yeah, it's like I the other day I was like, fuck, I need to make a thumbnail for this video I'm going to put up.
Yeah.
And I was in Texas. I was in Austin. And I was like, I need to make a thumbnail. Like, I can't, but I'm going to miss this movie I'm going to go watch. And I was like, wait a minute. I could just make it on my phone in the theater, like, before the movie starts.
And I honestly think you should do things like that. I feel like the type of success that you're after, like, will be based on you doing things how they naturally come to you.
Yeah.
So you should feel no need to be in Premiere Pro.
Yeah, and I'm not
Avid.
Hindered at all by. I mean, I have been editing in Premiere. When I shoot stuff with my Canon, but I can most definitely use have used my phone for many
when you're
projects.
getting your point across. I really think like the way that the internet and apps are like evolving are really more about they want you to feel as intuitive as possible.
Yeah.
So we come like my generation, because I just went to film school. All my friends are like, dude, we need to get the Ari Alexa and do all this, but like remote shit, like you really don't have to do all that.
I think we're at a time where content doesn't need to look like TV production.
It comes off more naturally. Now, I still want to make those things,
of course,
and we definitely are still making them. But they don't. I don't think that has to be a part of.
Yeah,
our
I'm currently
life.
making something that looks better than anything I've ever made. I think, and that's thanks to Owen and.
Owen is really
the shooters who have been shooting it, like Bowman and John and Luis. But
I'm so glad that people use John, my good friend.
Yeah, he's so good, man. You brought a good boy into our lives.
Yeah.
But so the fucking iPhone X seems really cool, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. And also, like, as expensive as it is, like, I ended up paying like almost $1,000 for the 8 anyway because I wanted to get a phone with 256 gigabytes.
It's a lot.
I know. I have 60 on this one, and I'm constantly running out of room for video and text
you like to
details.
Do stuff. You're right. The next one I should get a big hard drive.
I need it. I need a big hard drive. That's my thing.
I recently bought a 4 terabyte hard drive. Dropped it.
Yeah.
Broke.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to get solid state, or you got to get one of those. I bought this. This company sent me one that's like the most stable.
Oh yeah.
Portable hard drive.
It's crazy how like they don't make them stable. You know what I'm saying? Like
because it's impossible. It's writing on a. It's writing onto a surface, and it needs precision. And if you drop it, you're fucked.
Wow.
There's a lot of hard drives that they're more rugged, but they're still very delicate.
That happened because I went through this phase.
Hey everybody. The little crack in my voice was not done on purpose. Guys, I'm here to tell you a little bit about something called MeUndies. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, let me just get right under you and tell you all about the majesty, the comfort, the beauty, the wonder of MeUndies. You want to look good in your underwear and be comfortable, right? But the perfect balance it's hard to find. I know you've switched underwear. I know you've worn different types. You know the brands. I'm not going to name them off. Don't sacrifice style or comfort. Check out MeUndies.com and find the best pair of underwear in the world. That's not hyperbole. I love MeUndies. All right? I wear them. I really do. That's no BS. I wear them. I wear MeUndies. I think I need to go up a size because the sizes I ordered are a little too small for me. I mean, it's snug. It's nice. It's comfy, but it's a little... when you first put them on, this is my fault. This isn't MeUndies' fault because I'll tell you what. They're the most comfortable pair of underwear you will ever own because they're made from sustainably sourced, naturally soft fabric that is 3 times softer than cotton. That's right, guys. 3 times softer than cotton. 3 times softer than cotton. It's the ultimate feel-good undies for when you want to feel naked but not be naked. And guys, let me tell you, MeUndies diamond-seamed pouch, it cradles your goods, and it gives your babies the support they need without feeling too tight. And ladies, you're gonna love the soft, eco-friendly fabric. So soft, so touchable. And there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. They guarantee you're going to love your underwear or your money back, guys. So right now, MeUndies has an exclusive offer just for my listeners. That's right, just for Dynamic Banter listeners, you get 20% off your first pair and free shipping. And MeUndies is so sure you'll love their undies, they'll even offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means if you order a pair and you don't love them, you're going to get a full refund. God damn it! This is a no-brainer to try. 20% off, free shipping, 100% satisfaction guarantee. What are you waiting for, guys? Huh? So get your 20% off your free shipping and your 100% satisfaction guarantee and get the best, softest underwear you'll ever own. Go to MeUndies.com/banter. That's MeUndies.com/banter. It's a limited offer. What are you waiting for? Do it now. Don't sit on it. Sit on it. Changed my life. It's time to let MeUndies change yours. MeUndies.com/banter. Now back to the show.
I've been like morphing my house like crazy. Like if you walked into my house like 3 times in the past month, it is definitely different every single time. So I was going through this phase where I had a moving desk, but it was really just 2 coffee tables I put on top of each other.
Yeah.
So I had my computer, my like speakers that I record music from, and my microphone. I was moving it around the house.
Right.
And that's when my hard drive. I shouldn't have been carrying my priceless hard drive.
Totally
and it
sucks.
fell off, but it was dope. I felt like Doctor Who. And it's still changing.
Do you feel like Doctor Who right now?
Hell yeah. I feel like... Rose? Rose? Rose! I could have gone on for another 10 minutes, but you don't want me
so
to.
Here's the thing with the iPhone X. The cameras are better
Yeah.
than the iPhone 8, but only a little bit.
Okay.
Rose, and that's awesome. Like that's the cameras are awesome.
They always get better and better. It's kind of scary.
But the cameras are better in the 8 than they are in the 6, and I have the 6S. That's what this.
Wait,
phone
you have
is.
the 6S?
This is the 6S.
You don't have the newest phone?
Listen.
What the fuck?
I know, man.
And you've had that phone for a while.
Because I was like, the 7 didn't seem like a big enough upgrade.
Wait, don't you like live in LA?
Whoa, I gotta go.
Yeah. Sorry, Steve. This podcast
I thought
been
you
great.
were cool. No, I didn't see a reason to upgrade from the 6 to the 7.
Yeah, you really thought about it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I just needed a new one at the time. And I do want a new one again, so, I mean, fuck it. I'm doing it if I
My
can.
thing is like, from the 6S to the 8S, it feels like a big enough upgrade.
A jump.
Like the X would have been good, but I don't think I'm ready for that. I want to see how people react to it.
I want a new phone because, like, what I kind of do for my projects is I buy. Well, I mean, it just has happened coincidentally. Like when I first started making music, I bought an iPad,
right?
And I was like, oh, this is where I'm gonna put the consciousness of this new project. And in my ideal life, I would always get a new thing to do.
To have for a project.
For a project, but that's so wasteful. Like you don't want to have
wasteful.
10 laptops, but you know, if I had $1 billion, like who's gonna really ask me?
I mean, but the thing is like if you have a base model laptop that you want to like use for HD video editing, you might want to just save that for HD video editing and that's it.
Yeah.
So maybe you're not so
know.
off the point.
I just feel like having a new device brings a new life into it.
Yeah.
They're low-key living. Yeah. I like Apple.
So you're going to get the X. You're probably going to get the X.
Yeah.
So
Apple?
the other thing about the X though that I don't like is that it has this, so the whole thing is a screen, which means these top bars, these black bars are not there.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
But which is great. But the area where you're like where the earpiece is to like talk on the phone has like a little like black like box.
Pussy.
It has a black pussy. It has like a black box. And if you watch things in full screen and cover your entire phone, there's going to be like a black box there forever.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're the type of person where like you're laying down, you got your TV in your room,
wanna watch a movie.
and you're laying down to watch a movie and there's a bottle of water on the corner of a table that is covering just like the tiniest portion of your screen and that upsets you, then I feel like that is going to suck for you.
That is going to suck for you, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's like partial OCD or what, but...
I definitely am one of those people. If there's a cup in front of the screen or something, like there's something that bothers me.
Plus, if it's like, if I'm going to watch my video
I
edited
wanna see
down,
something
or like
there.
Owen's been sending me edits for Torty Cloud to watch on my phone because I'm not at home, and I want to see the whole image. I don't want like a fucking black box over in the corner. And some people say, though, that you can like bring the aspect ratio down so that it does have the black boxes basically on the side. So I guess like the phone isn't. Oh, there's my. There it is. Will you keep him entertained? Here, I'm gonna play this.
Boy, hey guys. Well, okay. Let me just be honest with you. Before I came in here, I started to feel a little bit emotional. I was driving on the freeway, and as I got off, I started thinking about my life. There was a man who was a veteran, and he was on the side of the highway, and he was begging, and it made me really think about how that's a real thing that's going on in the world, and what can I really do about it in my life? You know, these people fought for the country, and so then I found parking right in front of Steve's place, and I was like, that's never happened before.
Okay, so I just got the new.
Box.
I got the iPhone 8.
What a coincidence!
So there's a coincidence while we were just talking about it. Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, So I guess the iPhone X screen isn't full 16:9. It's like bigger. So you can shrink something down to 16:9 on the X.
That's your preferred
but it's
aspect
like,
ratio.
if you can fill the whole fucking screen, why not fill the whole fucking screen? And if you can fill the whole fucking screen, you're gonna see that fucking box.
You are?
Yeah, if you fill the entire screen of the iPhone X, you're going to see that fucking box up there.
Yeah, and you don't want to have
but
that.
But you can shrink it to 16:9 if you want, but then why get the X? Then if you're going to watch something in 16:9, you can watch it in 16:9 on the 8S.
Because people just want new phones. I wonder what would happen if they just were like, you know what, there's not a new one.
My thing is
Love is
Get
real.
your phone if you want the X. Don't just say like, yeah, Steve's right. Or like, Steve, you're a piece of shit for not wanting it just because of that. It's like, you get what you want. You make yourself happy with whatever you want. I'm going to get a fucking busker organ. You would never get a busker organ.
You would never get a busker
You would
organ.
never get a busker organ. And so that's fine. I get what I want. You get what you want. You might not want a busker organ for certain reasons. I want it for all the reasons.
But mine would be in my garage. Yours would be like your centerpiece of your home.
Mine would be on my coffee table.
I'm down to get a busted one and put it in my garage.
Yeah, even if it doesn't work?
Even if it doesn't work. I'm just like, oh, that's my busker organ. But you're like, I want that in my house and it works and I come in and do this.
I really like that bear painting you have.
I know,
it's
dude.
So good,
dude. It's when I saw it, I was like, he's the one.
I want that one when you die. Can I have it when you die?
For sure. If I pass away, go for it.
So
it's
this is a living will right now.
This is my living will. You can have that. I know Morgan wants that one shirt I have. That's like she can have it.
Does she want one shirt from you?
Yeah, the shirt that you had. You were like, I have that same shirt.
It was like a button up.
Yeah, it's a button up. Yeah, it's like a
it's like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, she said she wanted that. She could have that if I pass away.
So what's going on in your life, Will? You got She Didn't Text Back is back.
Yeah, that's my podcast.
Have you talked about it coming back on your podcast?
Yeah, we have. We talked.
You talked at great length about the hiatus and
yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to get into that then.
Yeah, I mean, life happens.
But how did people find it?
I think people were really happy. People were asking for it for the longest time, and so we just finally brought it back. And it was like, and then we ended up doing very long ones because I realized, we both missed doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't realize that. I was like, okay, I'll just do it. But and I was like, oh, this is actually something fun. I really did enjoy. So yeah, that podcast She Didn't Text Back is back.
So are you guys are no longer with HeadGum. You're doing it on your own?
Yeah, that one isn't on HeadGum. Yeah. My other podcast, the Earthlings podcast, is on HeadGum. Yeah.
Do you? So you're gonna? I'm interested to talk about that because I mean, we'll talk about it off.
I was like, what?
Because there's certain things. Ooh, my farts are bad news
I was like,
today.
Did someone knock at the door?
No, it was my fart, baby.
Wow.
What if I got another iPhone?
I know,
what if the same guy kept coming back
with different stuff?
With the same iPhone.
Or the same one?
No, like a new one.
Another new one.
Like I just keep getting iPhone
We're
8s.
in like Jacob's Ladder or some shit.
Yeah, I'd be okay with it. But I want to talk to you a little bit about that because I'm curious
it just
as
hit
well.
me. It just hit me.
Yeah,
wow.
I know. It's
wow.
tough,
You,
man.
as long as I've been in here, you've been like, something happened last night?
It's interesting because I've been trying to think of what it could have been, and I just can't. I haven't really eaten anything that was like different.
Seasons changing, man.
To every season, turn.
And if it didn't, it was once more again.
So, Mike Falzone isn't here.
Yeah, true.
Because he's at Buffer Festival.
Yeah,
But, Will, is there anything you want to talk about before we open up this pile of mail? And here's the thing. Mike Falzone should be here to open this mail with me.
He's a good guy.
But I'm not going to do it with him because
a great man.
There's piles of fucking mail boxes here in this house, and if I don't open them and start throwing boxes away, then Owen's computer area is going to be buried in like.
I mean, you already had too much stuff for your home, and then you just invited in even more.
I know.
You love your presents.
See, this is the thing. Like, I already knew it was a bad idea to open a P.O. box. Because of the fact that I knew I'd get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, people know that you like to get stuff.
Yeah, that I like stuff, and I love stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love it. But it's like, at this point, it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's too much. I'm not
But
a
don't
gift.
stop sending it. In fact, the address is Steve Zaragoza, 4335 Van Nuys Boulevard, number 156, Sherman Oaks, California, 91403, if you want to send us stuff. And also, if you want to send Will something, you can send Will something.
I'm one of the people that do not like to get things.
Yeah.
I don't.
Thank
in my personal
you.
thank you. It's like it's not even like that. It's just like personal life in public life. Like, I don't want no gifts.
I get it.
Like, I don't know. I am the toy maker.
So what's going on with you right now, Will? What do you want to do? Is there anything you want to talk about? Is there anything on your mind? Or are you just like going with the flow right now?
I'm feeling super strange. Like, the past 3 days of my life have been mind opening.
Why? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm feeling good. I like living. I was like, where is this going? I'm really getting very close to finishing my music project that's coming out soon. So maybe
you've been focusing more on music than anything, huh?
Yeah, I feel like it's been after SourceFed ended, we all got this energy.
Yes, we did.
And we were like, what do I want to do with it? And this is what I did with it.
It is interesting that like I've been seeing tweets that like or comments that are, I don't know if they're meant specifically to be like mean comments, but there's some that definitely seem that way, but I'm not taking them that way because, I don't really give a fuck. But I've seen messages and tweets from people that are like, man, isn't it crazy that Steven Suptic is the only one from SourceFed that's like doing stuff after SourceFed?
You know what's crazy is someone said that to me at a convention.
Yeah.
He said that as well. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. Like, the thing is, you never know if it's, it could 50%, there's a 50% chance that it's meant to be an insult to you. And there's a 50% chance that it's being said by someone that is not self-aware and doesn't understand that what they're saying could be taken as an insult.
Yeah, that's actually not a nice thing to say to somebody. I mean, okay. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, that has been said.
Like, I have friends who don't know that what they're saying is actually like an inappropriate thing to say to someone who's like struggling with work. But like, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. It's like, I don't take any offense to it, but it's interesting because everyone I know who after SourceFed has done exactly what you're saying, which is they've put all their energy into something else to kind of fill the void of what they were doing before. Yeah. And whether it's something that they've been gestating with or like they did right away like Suptic did, then like it is what it is.
And it's crazy. I mean, I feel like I've done a couple things and I feel like I've received a lot of success lately in a different way. Like everybody from where I'm from, because I was on TV, this was a big deal to people at home for me. Like, this wasn't over the summer, I was on Disney XD, had a show and all that. And you were on one as well. Yeah. So I feel like I had a lot of things happen. Yeah. But I don't know. I've been up to stuff. He's not the only person that's done something.
Well, it's just like, I feel like it's like,
he's a good
there's
dude.
This idea from the audience, and I know it's not all of them, because there's always been the vocal minority, and then there's like the percentage of people that are just like horrible horse shit people. Yeah. But there's not many of those people.
There was
thankfully.
So I worked for IGN.
Yeah.
And people were talking about I did get a lot of messages. People were saying that I was like betraying Suptic or something like that.
Oh, because of the IGN thing?
Yeah. And I was that was a couple months ago though. And that was super crazy to me, and I was like
well, I think it should be understood, at least from my perspective. I think you'll agree with me on this.
Yeah.
I think that for the audience, there's this kind of, and I'm not generalizing, for some of the audience, or in a bigger way, for this culture, this entertainment culture that we're a part of.
Yeah.
In some ways, people equate success. Yeah. They equal being seen and making stuff and being on TV or on the internet or in a video every day as a form of success. Yeah. And that could be true. I mean, in some ways it is a success because you're in the zeitgeist or whatever, or you're putting stuff out there. But for me, my goal for success has always been to be able to live comfortably while entertaining people. Yeah. And I think that there definitely was a time in my career, in my life, where I was entertaining a greater amount of people, which was like you could consider the height of my success, I guess.
So far.
But currently I still feel successful because I currently am still living comfortably, knock on wood, but I'm also happy because I'm still entertaining people. I'm still doing what I want to do and making people laugh. And whether it's 100 people or 100 million people, it's still success to me.
And I can feel the same way. Like I'm like very close to finishing this project, so I can really see it as pretty much a full picture. And because it's music, I was really saying how I felt, and I look back at it and I learned. I don't want to say too much about it, but I learned something about myself. I realized, without saying too much about it, I learned that I am a jealous person.
Sure. And everyone has a bit of that.
Yeah. And I didn't think about this project as I was making it. I literally just felt something. And now that I'm at the end, I can look back and think about what I'm doing a little bit. But I realized, I was like, man, I this summer I felt so much jealousy. And I learned within the past couple days, it's really about self-love. I learned yesterday, I was driving and I realized that, I could just love myself.
Yeah.
And
but
that's
it's
not
hard.
Just
it's easy to say.
It is easy to say.
But you gotta, and it's easy to hear people say it. Like right now, I know some of you are listening to Will say it. And you're like, that's all I have to do. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it takes so much more than just listening to someone say it and then saying it in your head. You got to actually like act on it.
do that. And
you have to do it.
And you know how earlier I was talking about us and a lot of our friends are extra?
Well, you know what, Will? That's all very interesting, but it's time to call Rob Fee and find out what's going on the Backyard Chicken forum. We're gonna call Rob Fee really quick, and we're gonna find out which topic he would like us to talk about on the Backyard Chickens forum. So I'm calling Rob Fee now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is this Rob?
Hi.
Hi, Rob. What's up, man? I'm so glad you answered your phone.
Hey.
Man. Wow. So great to hear from you guys.
It's so great to hear from you, Rob. It's been a long time. It's definitely we didn't not record our conversation, and we're definitely not doing this again because my recorder ran out of room.
Dying.
That didn't happen, and it's weird that you're describing it so thoroughly considering it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's almost as if we went through the whole bit, found the topic to talk about, we're ready to get off the phone with you, and then I realized that my card was not recording anymore, and it's almost as if I'm staging a brand new call with you.
Whoa, that would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy. Rob,
I'm done.
William Haynes is here as a guest co-host on the episode today.
Hey, Rob, we didn't just... It's almost as if we didn't just talk on the phone while Steve tried to figure out what to do technologically for about 5 minutes. Almost as if...
Hello?
I just realized Rob wasn't even hearing the wacky music.
Rob wasn't here. No, Rob can't hear the music. He knows there's music here, though, because he's heard it. Have you listened to us? Have you listened to this podcast with you on it, Rob?
I've listened to other ones, but I haven't listened to one with me on it.
Interesting. Okay, Rob, well, here, I'm going to give you 3 options from the Backyard Chickens forum, and you tell me which one we should read on the podcast.
Okay, well, I want to throw out one little bit of information that, Coral, right? You know
To Coral. Yeah, I know. Tell her I said hi. I miss Coral.
Steve said hi. So she was scrolling the backyardchickens.com forums, and under the games, jokes, and fun section, there's a role play section.
Is that true?
Yes. Were you aware of this?
No, I was not aware of that. Where can I find it?
So go to forums.
Okay, I'm there now.
Okay. And then scroll down to social. You see the social section?
Yeah, I see it.
Games, jokes,
and fun. You're right.
Click on that.
Okay.
The first one is role play.
Wait, did Coral actually go to this site when you asked her about which topic to pick?
No, when we didn't have our call earlier, when it was not recording, she heard me mention it and then scrolled on over to backyardchickens.com.
Well, can you tell Coral I'm sorry for introducing her to that website?
He said he's sorry for introducing you to that website.
Okay, so I'm at roleplay and
she
other...
said she would have ended up here anyway.
I'm sure she would have. Okay, so I'm in the games, jokes, and fun section.
Yeah, there are multiple role-playing sections.
Roleplay and other games. Is that what you're talking about? Roleplay and other games?
Yeah, but if you scroll down in it, there are a wild chicken roleplay is on there. A howl at midnight roleplay.
Where do I find that?
Just scroll down a little bit.
In the same game, jokes, and fun section?
Yes. There are all kinds of role playing.
Duck of the Month contest, funny caption thread, leaked picture from U.S. military, rooster crowing contest. I don't see the role play.
Did you click on games, jokes, and fun?
Yeah. I'm currently in game,
1.
jokes, and fun. Okay, page 1.
The very top thing says role play and
other games, yeah.
Right below that it says meme madness.
Meme madness, yeah. Oh, an endless chase, a role play of butterfly and donut.
Yes.
Okay.
And you keep going down, and there's a Child at Heart, Monster by Nature, a shape-shifting role.
Oh, a shape-shifting role play. I see that.
The next one is Fight or Flight, a wild chicken role play.
Fight or Flight, a wild chicken role play. Got it.
A Howl at Midnight, a Forgotten Dogs.
A Forgotten Dogs role play.
Wow,
Yeah.
these have a lot of views too.
A Cry of War, a Fang of Pain, a cheetah role play.
Okay. Which one? So what do you try?
This one has 200,000 views.
What about Hidden Nature, a shape-shifting role play?
I feel
Rob,
like
what
this
have we
is
stumbled
role
upon?
play.
What have we stumbled upon? Is this Coral's fault?
This is Coral's
Put
fault,
Coral
for
on the
sure.
phone really quick.
Hold on.
3,000 views, 26,000 views.
Hello.
Coral, this is Steve, and you're on Dynamic Banter, my podcast.
Cool. What's up?
And you're on with William Haynes as well.
Coral, it's great to hear from you.
Hi.
So Rob said out loud that we were on the backyardchickens.com, and you decided to
Yes.
go and poke around, and you found the games, jokes, and fun section.
Yeah.
And
I went
you've-
straight for the fun.
And you went straight for the fun, which you usually do. And you went straight for the role-playing stuff. Now, what made you go there?
Just, seemed like a fun fantasy time. A nice adventure.
So which one is your favorite in there?
The one about the fangs? The cheetah one, I think?
The Fangs. The Fang of Pain, a cheetah roleplay?
Yes, the fangs of pain.
Well,
Coral.
all right.
Coral, you're just killing it right now.
You're killing it.
Everyone appreciates you at work.
Oh, thank you.
This is our way of letting you know you're getting a raise.
Great. I'll take that up with the boss.
Yeah, take it up with your boss. It's absolutely legal.
Mhm.
All right. So you want us to read this on the podcast, Coral?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Is that what Rob wants too?
I don't know. Yes, we're in agreement.
Okay, so there's
That was a good way of putting it.
there's actually like 40 pages.
Oh, no.
Are you sure you'd rather not hear about the chicken laid something very strange?
That one, it's a mystery. You don't know what you're going to get.
You don't know what you're
So
gonna get.
that could be a good one, yeah.
All right, well, put Rob back on the phone. We're gonna do this.
All right.
Thank you, Coral.
Hello.
So you guys want me to read this role play about cheetahs, huh?
Yeah. The cheetah one is great.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'm gonna do it, Rob.
Okay, you guys have fun.
All right, thanks a lot. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Okay, you too, Rob. Bye. Oh no! This is backfired. It's backfired onto me.
Wait, how long have you known about this website?
I didn't know about this part of the forum. This is kind of scary, Will.
Why?
Because it's role play, and I don't know where we're headed. We're headed into some like weird, like furry shit.
Oh goodness. So this is where people like. Wait, are they talking about their chickens?
They're role playing.
No, they're as animals.
They are role playing animals.
I promise that all content is to be rated G and suitable for all ages. That
I
doesn't-
promise that there will be no swearing, cursing, including censoring by using symbols, or inappropriate adult sexual activity or innuendo. This extends to mating, breeding, or innuendo in non-human characters as well. I promise to treat others with respect and kindness, as is the BYC way.
No one would ever hire you to be reading these types of rules. Why would you be the guy that's reading rules? And you're doing very well.
I promise not to post any material that is a violation of copyright. Basically, this means if you didn't create the content, like an image or a picture, and don't have direct permission from the content creator to post it, then don't.
I find it so funny.
Here's
You're
what you
reading
can
rules.
play as. You can play as cheetahs, hyenas, lions, leopards, birds of the African savanna, African wild dogs, and baboons. If you're a cheetah, you're good. You follow the code. You've met many pelt colors through all. They'll all have black spots. They live in true pride.
This is absolutely insane.
Cheetahs are kind, nice, loyal, brave animals. They are on the brave side to the good side.
I love you as a narrator, Steve. I don't know why.
They are leaders of the good side, brave side. Hyenas are just outright evil.
Okay, Steve, if you had a computer
Yeah.
and you were here by yourself,
Right.
what would you like go on the internet to look at? This?
No.
Really?
Definitely not. No. I don't even know. Someone listening will remember why we even picked the backyard chickens for him.
How about you tell just me? For those of you at home, I just opened up an incognito.
What are you doing now?
I'm just trying to see where you're going to go.
You want me to just go to a site?
Yeah.
I honestly, this is where I'd go first, probably.
/film.com. Hey, this is not bad of a website.
This is where I would. Oh my God, Tom Hanks is going to star in a David S. Pumpkins animated special. That's awesome.
This is a blog.
John
Justice
Williams.
League score will include John Williams' iconic Superman theme, but there's
a twist. So this is where I'd go right away, probably.
ABC wanted to cancel S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, so listen.
Can you do this?
I'm not going to read much of this, but I do want to get through.
All right. Can I be the baboon?
The thing is
like the
thing is, Will, is that they're giving these people the option in the thread to be these characters:
African
a leopard, a
wild
baboon,
dogs.
a bird.
Why is there an S at the end?
Where does it say that? Where's their
Like,
S?
all of them, it's cheetahs.
Because you can be in the cheetah, you could be in the group of cheetahs,
Cheetahs
the
are
group
good.
of hyenas.
They follow the code. Hyenas are just outright evil.
Lions are bad. African wild dogs are good.
Lions are bad?
They live in fierce pride. They have tawny, white, or black pelts. They are on the fang side. Basically, this person,
I feel like he's a hater.
This person created this scenario where in this thread you have to abide by these rules. You play a cheetah, a hyena, a lion, an African wild dog, a leopard, a baboon, a bird, or a bird. And so basically, this is all the rules. And then this is the first post. I'm making River now. And then this person says, my name is River. I'm 11. I'm a cheetah. I'm female. I'm beta. I'm very loyal, brave, butthead, sarcastic, can be cold, and nice. And there's this bio for all of these people. Frankie Doodle is Stone, who is a cheetah.
Wait, so they actually don't say anything wrong?
No, they're just in here creating their characters.
Wow.
And then they're going to and so here we go. Saint Marwen Chickens is Pebble the leopard.
And this is August 21st, 2017. So
Yeah.
this is new. People are doing this right now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a good space.
So this is all people just creating these characters. And so if we dig in here, we can just do... People are still creating characters on page 5. Let's go to page 7.
I can't believe we're really looking at
They're
this.
really just starting their little role play. Okay, no, they're still creating characters. They're still people. Let's go to page 32, the last page.
All right, this is today at 9:29 a.m.
Okay, hang on. This is like them still talking about shit. Ash laying atop lazily on the alpha's boulder, let her eyes run boredly over the new dog, silently taking her stance and the consulting clues that blatantly radiated. Her ears twitched, just showing that she was obviously curious, and yet cautious while among the mass of wild dogs. Yeah, they just created like this whole story.
Wow, that's kind of incredible. I'm like proud.
Hey, let's open some mail, Will!
Can I open one?
Yeah.
It's got to be this one.
Okay, Will's opening a package. Hang on. Well, let's see who it's from. It's from Amber Trading. So this is not... I don't actually know.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
actually know. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hold my mic for me.
Okay.
I like this music.
You can go back over there and open it over there.
I just wanted to be close to you.
This is our mail opening music.
Steve,
Yeah?
I love you, my friend.
I love you too, my friend. I miss you. This is the first time we've hung out in a while.
Actually, it's true. Probably the longest it's been
Yeah.
since we've hung out.
I don't like it. We've been trying to schedule something, but...
Yeah.
You gonna hang out? You have anywhere to go?
No, not really.
Cool, let's hang out. You could see Owen if you hang out long enough.
Yeah, I know, right?
Is there a letter in there? You should check out the letter before
No.
anything else.
Amber Trading. Is that actually the
Let me
person's
see
name?
this.
I don't think so. That's not a letter.
There might be a note in here.
But it is Kid Fun, making fun easy. Those things that you put in your mouth and they make the most
Oh,
beautiful
customer
sound.
contact Brian G. Parrish.
He
There's
didn't
no
want his
note
middle
in here.
name,
It just
but,
says thanks for
He
buying.
didn't
Is-
want people to know he was a George.
What is it, Will?
It's those things, you put them in your mouth and they make those really nice, cool sounds.
What does it say on it?
Kid Fun, making fun easy.
Oh, I love these things. Dude, I love
This
these
is
things.
on that organ, and this is like a
Yeah,
one
it
of the levers.
totally is.
Yeah.
See, I can make my own American photo player.
You know what I have been fooling around with lately?
What?
I put on a lot of like ambiances in my house, and one that I fool with is tank drums.
Oh yeah, you want to play with the tank drum here?
Tank drums are always
I
cool.
have to pull it out.
Yeah,
I had to put it away.
Why?
Because it's just there's no room in this place.
There's no room.
There's no room
You
for
needed-
anything.
You needed a countertop space.
All right, this is from Felicia Shembari from Hidden Creek, Santa Rosa, California.
The tank drum is one of the best instruments in this house.
Okay, now there's a letter in here. Hey, BB boys, I'm writing to you on this gross piece of printer paper because who the fuck just has stationery lying around? Anyways, this is actually something I picked up a couple years ago and forgot about. I came across it in a bookstore shortly after you guys put out that episode of Table Talk where you read the foods menu aloud through the duration of the show. This seemed like a good opportunity to pass it along to its rightful owners, as I have quite literally never even cracked it open. I hope it serves you well. I have also included a little something for each of you. Hope you enjoy. Mike, I just adore you, my dude. And Steve, you're an incredibly beautiful soul, and I'm so grateful for every product in the EZU.
Okay, you know what's really funny?
I'm not done, Will.
Uh-huh.
You guys do great things
Okay.
together, even though this podcast is a hot, ridiculous mess. And Owen, you're a gem. I agree with everything you say on the first time show. Wow, this is because I too lack empathy. But at the end of the day, fuck all of you, including Brett, for saying you were going to do a meetup at the Winchester Mystery House and then never following through. Keep being rad, except for that one time. Felicia Shambari. P.S. Look how straight my handwriting is. I'm so proud.
Wow.
Listen,
Let me see that.
Felicia, we're gonna go. We're gonna do it. We'll do the Winchester House tour. This is awesome. It's the Foods Menu book, which I actually have a copy of, but Mike can have one
Yeah,
now
her
too.
handwriting is really good.
But the Foods book it's really cool because it's based off of that Foods Menu, which I actually have a printout version of it from someone who sent it to me, the original Foods Menu, on my fridge there. But it can read you guys something from the Foods Menu book, if you'd like, which it says, "Is food art?" It depends. If you go to a bowling alley and see some cheese fries on a table, it is not art. However, if you see those same cheese fries in a glass case at an art museum, it's part of an exhibit, so it is an art. What will we eat in the future? Food, it says. Why is some food wet and some food dry? At this point, you're asking too many questions. Let's just move on. Also, it asks, when can you get food? And it says food is put on sale at 8 a.m.
Steve, you know how you have these babies here on this table?
Yeah.
I realize that you also have more.
There's babies
Do you see
everywhere.
what the funny thing about these babies are?
There's like only black and white babies, but
But-
there's more white babies than black babies.
No, not even that. So, okay, now.
Some of them don't have heads.
No. Now I want you to hold this. Look at this black baby.
Okay, I'm looking at this black baby.
And look at this other baby. So look at the hair on the black baby. And look
It's
at
not. It's bald.
the.
It's like not painted.
No, that baby looks like a white baby, but they painted it entirely brown.
So they just used
But
the
you-
same baby mold.
They messed it up because you see the hair on the other one, it's black baby hair.
Oh, should this be the black baby?
Yeah, but they painted it white by accident.
Wait, are they all that way? I bet there's some.
No, they're all like that.
I bet there's some black ones that have this
No.
their hand up
I'm
like that.
looking at it, and all 100% of them, all of these, they're all done wrong. I thought it has to be on purpose. This is like freaky. They're like, dude, there's all of these. Like, look at it in
Get
the jar.
these goddamn babies
at
away from me. I don't want them.
Why
anymore.
is that on purpose?
It seems like they were made in a factory where they don't care.
Well, yeah, that's funny. I thought it was a bit.
There's some more stuff in here. This says for Steve. Oh, cool. It's a Disney Parks Haunted Mansion pin.
Wow.
Fucking cool.
Cool.
And it's also an exquisitely curated, incredibly comfortable work of art for your wrist. It's like a bracelet.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much.
We got to make a trip there soon.
And then for Mike, this is so cool. It's the Barbasol pin from Jurassic Park, and when you lift it, it's got the egg DNA in it, and Mike also got a cool bracelet. Well, thank you so much.
Man, life is beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm happy, man. You have a lot of
Thank
people
you.
sending you a lot of stuff, so you have an endless pile of mail to get to. Man,
I mean, it seems endless.
I mean, you could do it in about an hour.
Oh, I should keep playing the music. Here we go.
Ding, ding, ding.
This is going to be a long podcast.
I like this one because it has good bass.
Me too, Will. This one is from Amazon Fulfillment Services. Uh-oh, am I being evicted from my...
I know, right? It's a subpoena.
Okay. There's no note in here. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a VibraSlap! Oh my god! Okay, why isn't there a note on here? Please, whoever sent the VibraSlap.
What is it?
Okay. This is fucking...
What is it?
It's a VibraSlap instrument and a tritone samba whistle. Create 3 distinct sounds by placing your fingers over the side chamber holes in various combinations. Guys, you know what I love. I love shit that makes sounds. And it's got a necklace so you can wear it. All right, here I go. What?
That's incredible.
In various combinations. It's like a samba whistle. Like, you know, the beginning of a song, they'll go like... Ho! Ho!
Wow.
Okay.
I could hear that incredibly well. I can hear it digitally through my own ears.
And analog through the digital set, the headset.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a VibraSlap. Are you ready?
Wow. Okay, so this is the actual thing.
Shit, how does this work? Oh.
Where do you put that? Is it supposed to go on the ground?
No, I think it... Fuck, I don't know how to operate it.
Everything makes a weird noise.
I know, I love it. I just don't know how to operate it.
That's basically a giant one of these things that you use to hit
Okay,
the
this
chime.
thing, it says it's called a donk. A donkey call.
Hit this on it. A donkey call.
Hang on, I'm going to look it up. Donkey call. Okay, Dobani donk. Oh, yeah, that's how it works. So it's just like this.
Oh, yes. Steve, you have every sound. Dude, you have to start ADRing your... That's hilarious. You need to, like, whenever you make your videos and you need to make sounds to it, you have to do it live like a real... Add in sound effects live. That's... You have everything.
This is kind of my dream right now.
You're surrounded by everything right now.
Thank you so much for the donk. I wish I knew what your name was.
That's a good one. You officially have... That is, yeah.
Bill, do you want to open one of these? You want to open this one? What does it say on it?
It says, it's from Cole Barons.
I feel like this is also called a Vibra Slap, though. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's a really cool thing. It's always Christmas here. What are you gonna actually get on Christmas? Oh, okay. It's a bunch of pieces of paper.
Yeah, here's someone playing a Vibra Slap. It's the same. It's kind of the same thing.
A zine about dynamic banter
Oh,
with Mike and Steve.
It's the new. It's. This is what. Let me see the note. This is it.
It's a bunch of magazines.
Hello again with Lurb from MN. Bout shizzed myself when I heard you two say my name on your podcast. My Minnesota guilt made me feel bad that I sent you something not pertaining to your podcast. We were just joking. Don't worry about us. Here are some zines pertaining to your goshly cool podcast. Did I say podcast too much in this note? Thanks again for warming my heart. Love, Cole B. Whoa.
This is really incredible.
He made us a zine.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting.
About dynamic banter. It's got History Road. It's got the Screaming Lady. It's got Bees. It's got Stack and Breaks. It's got Owen.
In the last page.
Oh, Owen almost dying on the pizza slice.
Oh, yeah.
In his throat. And the last page.
The LaCroix.
Yeah, it's a LaCroix. And it says you can write your own History Road. Dude, this is amazing. I'm going to bring a couple of these to LA Comic Con and give them away. There's enough for me and Mike, and then some for some fans. Thank you so much. That's so cool.
I'm going to put this back in here.
Yeah, here. Will you put that in there, too, just so this note's still in there? Thanks, Billy.
Yeah, inspiration. Now, that's very nice.
There's a card here for it's from Dylan Webb, and it's so strange. It has a man looking at two tiny men.
This is interesting. This is art as well. I'm always down for art. Man, that's cool.
It's like super sweet art.
This feels so personal. Love what you do. Keep on honking them horns, Lil drummer boys.
Thank you. Who's it from again?
Incredible art. Oops.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
it fell in the fire. Dylan Webb. Thank you, Dylan. This is from Springfield, M.O., Missouri? What's M.O.? Montana?
Montana.
Fuck, I don't know what M.O. is. I'm not educated enough. Okay, this letter here comes from, there's no name on it, but it's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I hope this is a History Road so I don't have to also find a History Road to read. What was that? Did you hear that?
I heard that too. It was like a.
Okay.
It's still happening, that sound.
Hi, boys. My name is Kayla, the same Kayla who sent you the I Love My Chicken street sign. Oh, there it is up there. Glad you liked it, by the way. I apologize for the fact that this is typed. I know it's not very personal. However, my normal handwriting looks like someone just accidentally sneezed on the piece of paper, so this is why this is really easiest for all of us. I couldn't decide whether I want to send you a History Road or a list of Dave and Ross paint colors, rest in peace. So I'm giving you both. Is it excessive? Probably. Do I care? No. Do you care? Probably. Anyways, we'll start with the History Road. Oh, then we should play Owen's History Road theme. Hold on. Oh man, this is a long episode.
I mean, how long has it been going on for?
I don't know, because I had to stop it.
Where did the other one stop at?
I don't know. There's no way of knowing until I see it all on a timeline.
History. History.
I love that design.
I never really had the quintessential weird teacher. Well, not until my freshman year of high school. It was required at my small private school that was nuzzled in a small town in Indiana that high school freshmen take a computer class. It was a small enough school that I was aware of this teacher. We passed in the halls periodically. Here, I'll play some music while we listen to this, too. It was small enough. It was a small enough school that I was aware of this teacher. We passed in the halls periodically, and I couldn't help but feel a mysterious vibe from her. She was one of the people whose students would whisper about in the dark hallways of the old building. I noticed...
Wait, couldn't find it.
I noticed she did some strange things. She had these insane mantras that she would proudly recite to her class after class. She proudly stood at the front of the classroom and tapped her forefinger against her thumb while announcing, "Just like your parents wouldn't leave you alone at Walmart, always click the yellow file folder to open." What the fuck? None of the students knew what this meant, but we did the motions and said the words to avoid her strange Hawaiian wrath. She's Hawaiian, that's not just a weird adjective I use sometimes. We went on with our class and did our work, all the while avoiding eye contact with this strange woman.
Class ended, and it was time for lunch. I politely asked the teacher if I could stay in the computer lab during lunch to type out an essay for the next period. The lonely woman happily replied yes. I quietly typed out my English essay as the teacher sat at her desk in the back of the room and tapped away at the keys. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to go ahead and eat my lunch for today. I know it might be impolite, but I can't ignore the tummy grumbles for too long, she proclaimed from the back of the room. Oh, please, you can eat your lunch. I definitely don't mind, I happily replied. She got up from her desk chair and walked over to the windowsill. She carefully caressed the small leaves of the potted plant. She then walked back to her desk and pulled a small fork of the lower drawer. She then walked back to the windowsill with a seductive slowness, as if she had to convince this plant that it belonged to her. She gently raked the dirt around the base of the plant with the fork. She then picked up the potted plant and took it back to her desk and started eating it as if it was the most normal thing she could do. I quietly stood up and left the classroom, scared for my life. I could hear her quiet moans of oral happiness as she placed the foliage on her tongue. I went to the restroom and stared at myself in the mirror. I was a changed person. I didn't recognize myself. It was like a subtle PTSD. It was then that I decided I was going home for the rest of my high school experience. And brother, I did.
Hope you like that little story. I wish it was fictional. I really do. Unfortunately, it's true. Now, let's get to Dave and Ross.
I have no idea what I just read. And it was real. I didn't think, whatever I read, I thought it wasn't real. Whatever it was really happened.
She was eating the plant.
He says his teacher ate a plant. What?
What? Like, really? Your teacher ate a plant?
Ate a plant.
The soil and everything. She gently raked the dirt around the base of the plant with her fork. She then picked up the potted plant and took it back to her desk and started eating it as if it was the most normal thing she could do.
That's what she said, yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing that you...
I want to believe it. I really want to believe it.
I mean, I'll believe it.
He says.
Unfortunately, it's true. Let's get to Dave and Ross. I should preface this by saying that I did not come up with any of these names. These come from a Twitter account that suggests baby names. But I think they can double as both. Anyway, here they are. Enjoy. I hope you laugh as hard as I did while putting this list together. Hellbound Celery. Gamer President. Just plain old Wayne. Who let the bugs out? Bad Batch.
King Badge.
Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. Dumb Alec. Worm Clergy. Raisin Brat. Apple Spider. Lip Balm. Startup Comedian. Mop Room. Listeria Cheerleader. Donkey Dirt. Tortellini Horticulture. Ferret Stare Down. Dreft, Stage 2 Active Baby. Something Went Wrong. I like that one.
Something went wrong.
Morgue Porch. Crumb Trumpet. Gutter Milk. Artery Clogging Factor Number 7.
Huh?
Fairly Bad. Absolutely Disgusting. I don't know about that one. Merciful Cod. Eyesore. Psoriasis Rice. HR Rep. There's so many. There's too many of these. I know there's a lot, but hopefully some are all that made you laugh. You guys brighten my day every single week, and I thank you endlessly for that. Love, Kayla, who is out of the brooder. Thank you, Kayla. This was wonderful. I appreciate the letter.
Brilliance.
There's one final piece of mail here. Will, you want to hit the vibra slap?
I do.
You just grab it here, and then you smack that. This is from Sarah McCoy from Mesa, Arizona. From Mesa.
Wow, it's so much simpler than you think it would be.
I know. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's something for Bree. And then there's a letter. And then there's a bag. And a flute. Oh, it's another slide whistle.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to keep guessing what all this stuff is. I gotta read this letter. Okay. Mike and Steve, hi there, little boys. I'm so happy for you guys. Finally got a P.O. box so I can send you some stuff. The show is always a highlight of my week, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the horn honks and laughs. In this package is a vintage ET pin for the man with the ET in a dress. Aw. Holy shit. This is so cool. Look at this pin.
E.T., that's beautiful.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yum.
A slide whistle for Mike. I felt like he needed more instruments, but I also bought it for you before last week's episode where Steve debuted his own slide whistle. So enjoy another slidey boy. Will, you can play Mike's slide whistle if you want.
That's perfect.
It's wonderful. Good tone. Some dynamic banter magnets for both of you. Oh, a gift for Bree. I just figured I'd send her something while I'm at it. Anywho, thanks so much for all the work you guys put into this podcast. Also, Steve, I'm glad you appreciated my Mario Man drawing. Oh, you're the one that made the Mario Man drawing! Oh, man, girl, you're going to get a bunch of pins. iPhone background. And, Mike, it's still my iPhone background. She says, it's not mean, it's funny. Laugh with us, Mike. Love Sarah McCoy. Twitter at Real McCoy Tweets. Instagram, Real Sarah McCoy. Sarah, thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart.
This is a really good one, too.
Dude, look at these magnets.
Dude, this is incredible. Like, you can never find one. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like low-key geeking out about this slide whistle, but this one's really good.
These magnets are amazing. There's a Dynamic Banter logo. There's me and Mike.
Wow, that's a really
cartoon
good one.
drawing. There's Summer Boys, Boys at the Beach.
Boys at the Beach.
There's this really cool Dynamic Banter with drawing of Mike and I. There's Large Man, Tom Hanks. And then there's this cool picture of Mike and I drawn. Wow. Sarah, what a sweetheart. These are great fucking magnets. Thank you for the gifts. I'll be sure Bree gets this note.
Wow, and these are just like drawings they found like on the internet.
Yeah.
Wow, so you got to post a photo so people can know if their drawing happened.
I know, happened to become a magnet. Yeah, I'll have to post them on the Instagram. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I would just want to say,
William Haynes at William Haynes.
Will, where else can they find you?
At Mr. William Haynes.
And how do they listen to She Didn't Text Back?
On iTunes.
On
or
iTunes.
Spreaker.
Or
I'll
Spreaker.
post it onto my page.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, Will, thank you so much for being our guest host.
And you're a good friend, Steve. I love you more than most
I
people
love
I've
you
met
too.
in my life.
Will, that's so sweet.
I get 90% of my personal attention from you, so.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. Will, thank you for coming. And I hope we see you again soon, Will.
Okay.
Take care, buddy. Bye, Will.
You're hilarious. This and that one too, or just this one?
This one's mine. I bought it.
This is an incredible slide whistle.
You should do
This is an incredible one. A ghost. Dude, you gotta make cartoons. You gotta.
I'm gonna make cartoons, bitch.
That was a HeadGum podcast.